Hello everyone, my name is Nick and welcome to my channel. Now today's video is just going to be a little bit different. For today we are going to be talking about how to vote by mail. Now there's been a lot of confusion about how to do it, where to do it, so I'm going to break down every step in the process. Now the absolute first step in this process is to get registered. If you don't know if you're registered or if you want to register, just go to vote.org and then fill out the application. Now, after you become registered, the next step is to find your ballot and or request it. So for this, you're gonna go to ballottracks.net and type in your information and see where your ballot actually is, whether it's shipped out or whether you haven't received it yet, whether it's in transit. Now, I personally opted in for a notification, so I knew exactly where it was in certain moments. Whenever there was an update, they would notify me. It was very helpful, so I would highly recommend that. Now, once you receive your ballot, you just fill it out. Now, for my personal California ballot, there was 6 pages to fill out. Now, this is the most daunting process just because of how many proposition, all these government officials. I didn't personally know a few of them. So a very awesome resource is Ballotpedia, and they list everything, both sides of the argument, who's endorsed it. They break it down into a tweet. They basically make each proposition digestible because I personally feel like some of these are worded very confusingly. So having that breakdown is invaluable. So once you do all your research and you start filling out your ballot, we'll do a top-down shot right now. You fill it in a bubble like a Scantron, no check marks, no X's. Just make sure to fill it straight in. And if you have any write-in candidates, you fill in that bubble and then write the person's name. Then after that, you put your ballot in the enclosed envelope that was in your packet. And after you put the ballot inside the enclosed envelope, make sure you sign and date it. Make sure the signature matches the one on your license. Now you filled out your ballot, everything's signed and ready to go. The next step in the process is to drop it off. Now you have 3 different options to drop off your ballot. The first one is just by mail. The second one is a ballot drop box. And the third is in person at an election center. Now, if you're voting by mail, you do not need to put a stamp. As you can see, no postage. Now, the only caveat is that you have to drop it off on or before election day, and it needs to be received by your county election office within 17 days of the election. So as long as you drop it off by election day, you're good to go. Now, the second way you could drop it off is at a ballot box. They have been popping up everywhere, and all you have to do is a quick Google search to see where the nearest one is to your house. Now, if you are worried about fake ballot drop-off boxes, they have been popping up in California. I wouldn't worry too much about it. All you have to do when you make these Google searches is to make sure that the website is government affiliated. Make sure it's a .gov and you'll be good to go. Now, the third way you could drop off your ballot is in person at an election center. Some of these do not open up until a few days before the election. So just make sure you do a quick Google search, you find out where they are and what the hours and dates that they're open. And again, if you're worried about if it's fake information, just make sure, like I said before, that the website is government affiliated and you'll be fine. Now, if you cannot drop off your ballot and you give it to someone, there is a little section on top that says, I'm unable to return my ballot and hereby authorize. What you're gonna do is you're gonna print your name, the relationship to the voter, and then the signature of the person returning the ballot. It's right up top, as you can see. And after that, you put on your I voted sticker and you walk around happy. And that is basically it. It is super simple. The most work that you're gonna have to do is researching some of these propositions because some of them are fairly unknown, but it's worth it in the end. Now, if I could just leave you with one final thing, is that everyone in America has their own opinion on where they think this country should go, what people we should have in charge, what programs we should eliminate, which programs we should create, which lanes we should take on certain issues. And people love to post it all over social media, right? Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, everywhere. But there is no better forum for your opinion than this. This equals action. This is what our democracy is all about. When you put your opinion on the ballot, that equals action. You are fighting for what you believe in. So I implore everyone out there that should vote. Now, I don't want to get all nerdy with numbers, but last election, there was under 130 million votes, right? And right now in America, there are over 200 million people that are over 18. That is a lot. That is 1/3 of the eligible voters did not vote. So 1/3 of the people that you know did not vote. Imagine how different elections and issues would have transpired if everyone voted. So the 1/3 of you that did not vote, please go out and vote. The 2/3 of you that did, you're doing great. So that is it. Thank you for watching. It wasn't a lot of fun, but it was definitely educational. If you found this video useful at all, make sure to hit that like button. If you have any questions, throw them in the comments section. And if you want to see more videos from me, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.